Welcome to another tutorial by me, Bruno from Zuoix, and today we'll be discussing how we can use BEEF exploitation framework to get users login details such as bank credentials and other stuffs. So to begin with, we have here a user running on the Windows system. So on your system, you start a terminal and you type the word BEEF and press enter. So once BEEF is started, it's going to create everything for you. So here you have the authentication, the username BEEF, and the password is the same. Password is the same, and click on login. Alright, now once that is done, you have to click here, just open a new tab to get the Bourgeois interface. And the next thing you want to do is to get your IP address. Let's say you get ifconfig, you type ifconfig and press enter. And since I'm using wireless, this is my IP address. Okay, we'll copy that. Sorry, we'll copy that. And we remove this local address and paste in the IP address. It's going to be the same. So now you can copy this and send to your victim. We're going to close this. And let's say we send by email to our victim, and he opens that link, and he's going to see that same website address. So he is there right now. Now, once the user connects, he's going to appear here. As you can see here, he appears here. You click on it, and you have some information about the user. Now, these informations are very, very helpful since they're going to allow you to know what type of commands to send. For example, I know the user is using Windows operating system, Windows 32, and his browser version is browser version 6, and he's using Internet Explorer. So I click on commands, and let us start right away by harvesting information of the user. Let's say we want to steal his Facebook username and password. Usually some users use one password for all of their details. So click pretty thief. We use a Facebook. We'll choose the type of hacking you want to use. Let's say we use a clear and the custom logo, and once that is done, you click on execute command. Now that is going to be a command number 2. We'll come to the user end, and we see that the user received no alert, except of course now he has to scroll down, and once he scroll down, he sees Facebook session time out. Enter your email. Let us put user at facebook.com, and we're going to put Facebook as the password. I'll click login, and once it's logged in, it disappears. Now if you come back to your control panel, you're going to see what he typed. He answered user at facebook.com, as you can see here, and the password Facebook. Now you can still use this same command to ask the user for a generic or Windows, so that it appears like Windows. Okay, once you click execute, you now have command number 3. You click on command number 3, waiting for the results, and the user should be getting the alert shortly here. Now this time around, you see how it appears. It says enter network password. Enter your password to connect to the server. User at network.com, and password as network. And you can also choose to remember my credentials. Click OK. And once that is done, you should be getting the results here. You should be getting the results here. So you see, the user at network, blah blah blah. So this pretty theft is pretty much a very good way of getting. You can even set up for YouTube or generic type of commands. Now this is just all to steal the information of the user. So this is a generic session. All right, enter the username, generic password, tutorial, and okay, and you have here. Very good. So that is it. That is just one of the ways. Now, what if the user is browsing and you want to fool them into entering their password? You can use you can go to the browsers and you take the hook domain option, and under the hook domain option you take prompt, which should be create a prompt dialog. So you can click here and you enter your session timed out. Please enter password again. So once you execute this, you get this command, and if we visit the user end, we want to see it appear. So while we're waiting for the user, he certainly gets a prompt from the server and he reads the session timeout. Please enter password. Let's say it's enter password as password and okay. And once it does that, this is going to appear at your terminal, at your console. So these are pretty much some of the ways that we can get access to the user details. So what are we saying? There are so many types of modules here. You can see only the browser has 50. So in this tutorial, we might not be able to copy follow all. All you have to do, or you needs to know, is that the commands are here, and the command execution are here, then the answers are here. But when you click on a command, on a simple command, I say you click on the host, for example, and you want to get registry keys. Once you click there, you are going to get a basic information here, and you can read what is going to be done here. For example, retrieve the value of Windows registry key using an unsafe ActiveX control. Internet Explorer does not allow scripting of unsafe ActiveX controls in Internet Zone by default. Each registry key must be placed on a new line. So this, you need to go and research a little bit about what registry keys are and what you can do with them. You can make a phone call through that person's computer, that is if it is allowed, because not all modules here work for all users. So let's take something like the browser, or we should something else, debug. We can test cross request, test the beef.cross request function by retrieving a URL. So method get URL that post data. You can just try this out. Like we said, not everyone is going to work. So we see how the user is going to see that. You see, he gets an error on the page. If you look under here, error on the page. So not everyone, as we say, is going to work. So that is that about this tutorial. I hope you like and enjoyed it. So you can share as well as like it on Facebook and YouTube. So this is just basically a short tutorial to explain how beef works. Now you can try it on your own, work with it a little bit, and please enjoy.